Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and today we'll be big box store plant shopping at Home Depot out in West Plano, Texas. As always, please hit that like button, that thumbs up button for my video. It helps push my content out to more plant lovers like yourself, as well as following me on Instagram at Grow Folds. That is the fastest and most direct way to get in touch with me directly if you have any questions about the plants from my daily plant shopping video. So today I just got off of a 10-hour shift at work, but I felt the need to go plant shopping at this Home Depot. It is about a 30 to 40 minute drive from where I work. And so I figured, why not unwind and actually end the day on a great note by doing some plant shopping videos for my amazing subscribers, which I call the plant foldies. So for those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome. My name is Richie. We have daily plant shopping videos, but before we get into the shopping, let me go ahead and actually invite you to the Cultivation Corner Plant Podcast show on YouTube. We have episodes premiere every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is with Janae Simone and Steven of I Live Plants, and we are on season 2. Can you believe we are on season 2? We would love for you to join that as well, and we do have some merch.
Hey, y'all see the shirts that we're rocking? I mean, isn't this fly? This is fly. See, this could be in your closet. You know what I'm saying? We are selling these limited edition Cultivation Corner sweatshirts right now.
Season 2?
That's right.
Season 2.
Season 2. Listen, if you want one, you better get up on it because, like I said, they're limited. So
send us a DM in the Cultivation Corner Instagram so we can go ahead and get that custom sizing.
That's right.
You could be like us.
That's right. You don't want FOMO on this one, you guys. You need this is what couture.
Cultivation couture.
Cultivation couture.
And tell you what, plant foldies, I really do enjoy working with Janae Simone and Steven of I Live Plants. Please make sure you are subscribing to their plant YouTube channels as well. We definitely want to support each other. And if you are a plant foldie and a viewer, subscriber of my channel, and you have not gone to the Cultivation Corner YouTube channel, please head over there, subscribe to my plant podcast with Janae Simone and Steven of I Live Plants. That is a very important project that I have been working very hard on, just because there's a little bit more open dialogue. I know that a lot of my plant shopping videos are pretty much like a plant podcast. I will talk your ear off for a good solid hour, although I have been doing a lot more breaks where you can actually enjoy that lo-fi music. And I did want to just shout out my friend Derek of DJBangBeats.com for providing this free music that I could use for my YouTube channel. As you can see, I am in the outdoor gardening section of Home Depot. You know, big box store garden centers are always nice to go shopping. And when it is spring, since spring 2025 is amongst us already, I am super excited to see what kind of plants are going to make it out into the garden centers. So you can see right over here, Home Depot has already started to fill up a lot of their outdoor section. And I just wanted to walk through here and show you how beautiful these plants are. If you are into gardening as well, this is the YouTube channel for you, because I will also feature a lot of outdoor gardening tips and more content that is a little bit more diversified for my plant shopping videos. I know that I do a lot of big box store plant shopping videos. I really discuss like plant care tips, easy to care for plants, budget friendly, how to manage your finances with a plant addiction, or more so a plant hobby. Let's go ahead and say plant hobby, because I know that the connotation for addiction seems to be more of a negative connotation. So we'll just say a plant hobby. And I did want to go ahead and highlight a couple of these plants right over here. We are looking at some beautiful Encore azaleas right here. So Encore azaleas are basically reblooming azaleas. These azaleas will bloom during the spring, summer, and fall. So you get about 3 flushes of some blooms. And this one is the Bonfire. So this one is more of a dwarf azalea. So I actually like azaleas because they remind me of some Japanese practices like bonsai. If you've ever seen azalea bonsai, they are so gorgeous. You can see right here, this one is a Encore Azalea Autumn Carnation. So this one has smaller blooms right here. If you ask me a flowering shrub that is my favorite, it would have to be hands down azalea. So here's the thing about azalea. Azaleas typically need to be more of in a shaded area, or at least protection from the afternoon sun. However, Encore azaleas have actually been hybridized and chosen for some of the genetics that they exude. One would be a little bit more sunlight tolerant, so meaning that they can actually take more light. They actually need a little bit more light for them to actually rebloom. Azaleas are also known to be more acid loving plants, meaning that they prefer more acidic soil. So if you want to actually increase the acidity of soil, one thing that I learned from my grandmother, who basically has gotten me into plants at an early age, is to use coffee grounds. Use coffee grounds and mix it up into the soil, and that will actually make the soil a little bit more acidic. That is actually going to make these azaleas be able to be more efficient in taking the plant nutrients if they've got some more acidity into the soil. So I am just going to talk a little bit about some of the outdoor gardening plants. Don't worry, I will get to the indoor tropical plants. So if you clicked on this video and you want to see tropical plants, have no fear, I will get to the tropical plants in just a bit. So hopefully you will not stop watching this video, because I really do want to go ahead and cater to anybody who just loves plants. It's not all about the variegated philodendrons, the rare aeroids. I also want to just talk about the beautiful plants that we see outside, like these daffodils, for instance. You know, spring is just here, and we've got tulips. We've got all of these blooming flowers that actually have such a nice fragrance. And then we also have these hanging baskets of bougainvillea. Bougainvilleas are also one of my favorite flowers. This one is only for, I think, $18.94. Beautiful bougainvillea right over here. It's one of those plants that I wish I could grow year round in North Dallas. And for those that are new to the channel, I am actually based out in North Dallas, so we do get some really harsh cold winters. Not as cold to the point where we have snow all the time. I mean, I will say a lot of our plant foldies are out in Canada. I can't imagine actually how cold it gets out there, and kudos to y'all for being in such a cold weather. I just couldn't handle it. I know that even when it snows out in North Dallas, it's like the whole city area just stops, versus some people who are actually living in those colder climates, and it's just like business as usual. So I did want to spend a little bit of time as well showing you guys some of the succulents right over here. These are by Smart Plants, and Smart Plants is actually one of the providers for succulent plants for Home Depot. So, you know, when you think about big box stores, Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot, I know that Walmart, I believe, has Element Plants that provides succulents. So you can see Smart Plants is actually the provider of succulents and cactus for Home Depot. And I'm just going to take a little bit of time to show you and pick up some of these succulents. Like I said, again, I'm learning to appreciate succulents a little bit more. I'm really learning about cactus, and eventually I will be able to tell you all of the plant varieties. You can see right here, $6.98, and this is the low light series. I do love the very simplistic planters. So let's take a look at these a little bit closely. can see that they have a combination of different types of more uncommon aloe vera plants as well as haworthias. And as I pan away, you can see that they've got a lot of different types of cute little cactus right over here. And I just love this whole scene where when you pan away, look at how organized this Home Depot is. I will say with Home Depot, especially this one, which is located in West Plano, Texas, right off of the Dallas North Tollway. This is one of the best Home Depots to shop. So if you are in the North Dallas area, I would definitely go here if you want to buy some houseplants, if you want to buy some outdoor plants, if you want to buy succulents and cactus. There are so many varieties here, and I just really love the fact that they have really taken the time to organize the plants. As you can see right here, they're super healthy, and you can see that we've got so many beautiful succulents and cactus. I'm gonna pull up a couple more of these plants right here. For instance, this is a crusala, or what you call a jade plant. So what I will do is I haven't been able to get a lot of time to just actually put the plant IDs flashed across the screen. I know a lot of plant foldies are big fans of it, and eventually once I get a little bit more time, I can edit videos a little bit more in detail. But I am really just trying to get in the groove of having daily plant shopping videos, and so adding the plant IDs are a little bit more challenging for me. I know that it kind of differentiates my plant shopping videos. Don't worry, I will get to those. I just want to make sure that I stay ahead of schedule. So if you'll notice, for those that have actually been following my YouTube channel for quite some time, I have been able to at least get one video uploaded 24 hours in advance. So they are scheduled for 7 p.m. Central Standard US time, which has really made things a little bit easier because number one, I feel like it gives everybody a chance to hit notifications on once the video is actually scheduled to premiere. And then number two, if you really want to engage with all of our plant foldies, I know that a lot of you guys have really created some friendships. You can actually get on the scheduled live premiere much earlier, like literally once you see it pop up. If you want to chat with a friend, you can actually just jump on. And I actually ask our plant foldies, I know that I oftentimes mention that I would hope you would at least press the thumbs up or like button for my video. When I say that it is just life-changing for the videos to get those likes, the algorithm of YouTube actually pushes that content out to more plant lovers, and so you can actually press the thumbs up or like button ahead of time to the point where you don't even have to wait during the live premieres. You can literally click on the scheduled premiere and actually press the thumbs up button or like button. So hopefully you guys can do that and help propel this YouTube channel to more plant lovers. I mean, as you can see right here, I am just picking up so many different types of succulents and cactus. I really wanted to take some time to just pick these up and show you the different types of shapes, colors, and textures. Now, as a rule of thumb, when it comes to succulents and cactus, you really want to provide it with lots of bright indirect light or full sun. So you want to do some research on it because not all succulents or cactus want to be in full sun. That's something that I learned. I just automatically assume that succulents and cactus just want to be out in full sun, just as if they were in a desert, but that is not always the case. So for me, I am not really in any position to really give plant care tips for succulents and cactus because that's not really my forte. I haven't really grown a lot of them, but what I can tell you is you want to make sure you pot these up in fast draining soil. You don't want them to stay wet, and if you actually water succulents, it's best to not get any water on the actual foliage, because if water stays on a succulent, it could potentially rot it. So I just wanted to give you some of my care tips for succulents. Now, as far as the more detailed care tips, I do encourage anybody as far as the plant foldies that like succulents and cactus, please leave that in the comment section so we could all learn. This community is all about learning from each other. I never claim that I am a plant expert. I do appreciate it and find it very humbling and an honor for a lot of my viewers and just people who have just tuned into my plant content and letting me know that watching my daily plant shopping videos, you guys are learning something. And that's the thing about making content, especially on YouTube, is I hope that there is something that you guys find of value when watching my daily plant shopping videos, whether it is the social aspect of actually engaging with other plant lovers, which is really a big part of the reason why I push to do daily content. I suppose I could go down to like maybe 3 or 4 times a week, but as long as I stay inspired, as long as I have the energy, as long as I have the passion and support, know that you will always see a live premiere chat as often as I can provide. And you know, as far as the social aspect, that is really one of the biggest draws for me to create this content. I just feel like yes, we are looking at plants, but more so, yes, you guys are actually able to get to know me as a person, even though, yes, I know that I am remaining faceless and I'm choosing to remain faceless. And it's really interesting that a lot of the negativity, a lot of the people that were not as understanding about me not wanting to put my face plastered across my YouTube videos have kind of just disappeared. And maybe it's because we've really drawn the line in the sand where we do not tolerate negativity, rude comments, or any of those types of vibes. It is all about good vibes only. And I suppose that my actual viewers that have actually stayed in tune with me are the ones that really just want to stay and understand that this is me. This is my most authentic self. I am very repetitive. I like to say Hedera helix, which is basically the incorrect way of saying Hedera helix or English ivy. So if you see hear me yell it out all of a sudden during a video, that's just kind of like a plant foldy inside joke, staple, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, to go back to the plants, you can see that I have just been picking up lots of different types of succulents. And this one, for instance, is an aloe vera. That's the thing about succulents and cactus. I think it's one of those niches of plants where you really have to be a collector or you really have to be drawn to it. I think when it comes to a lot of plants, a lot of us have our own preferences. Just because somebody may not necessarily be interested in the plant that you might like doesn't mean that the plant you like is no less interesting than the plant that somebody else likes. It's just that we all have our own preferences, and that's okay. I do believe that having different preferences is really what makes the plant community very interesting. It makes it more diverse. We're not stuck with the same type of plants. But on the flip side, even though I'm not really into succulents or cactus, for instance, like this one is a really cool Haworthia. Like I really love the the texture of this plant. You can agree or disagree that I love Aglaonemas. I am full-blown addicted to Aglaonemas. And I could even attest for some of our plant foldies who have a legitimate, not only plant addiction, but an Aglaonema addiction. And part of me feels slightly responsible for it because I feel like if you hear me talking about Aglaonema, if you follow me on Instagram, for instance, at Growfolds, you'll see on my Instagram stories how I repost and use the hashtag popularize Aglaonema. I feel like there is a little bit of that influence that goes on with it. So for me, it is really interesting how social media, especially whether it's like YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. I don't have a TikTok for several reasons, but you can kind of read in between the lines why I'm not all about TikTok. But as far as utilizing social media, it is definitely a very powerful tool. It's definitely a platform that can be used for a lot of good, force for good, but at the same time, there are some negative connotations when it comes to social media. But as far as like me actually doing these daily plant shopping videos, it's fun because I kind of feel like it is more of like a personal blog where instead of me writing my thoughts, I can literally just film plants, pick up plants, take my time and actually speak to a microphone, and eventually that would resonate for all of our plant lovers. Like this one right here, this is known as lithophs, or what you call living stones. Really cool looking plant, and I mean it's one that I feel like is interesting. I feel like if you put them in a mixed planter, that would be a really cool combination. So oftentimes people will actually get into succulents because succulents, you can do like different types of succulents arrangements. So I'm just going to keep walking around here and showing you some more of these succulents and cactus. I suppose you could easily create your new succulent collection. I mean, you can see right over here, this is a crusala, or what you call a crusala ovata. This one is a jade plant. It's a variegated one right over here, and I really like the look of this one because it's got that yellowish tone on the edges of the leaves. Now, a little bit of a tidbit. If I were to remember the first succulents that I've ever grown, it would be jade plants, because my grandmother and my mother grew jade plants. So that would be one of those plants that's very reminiscent to my childhood. And that also goes to the point as far as how you got into plants. I asked the viewers, I asked the community, the plant foldy community in the comment section, could you let me know how you started your plant journey? Who got you into your plants? Was it your grandmother? Because after speaking to a lot of people that are into plants, they always mention that it was their grandmother that got them into them. So I'm just curious, and that's the reason why a lot of my plant shopping videos, it'll be me also asking y'all questions and really wanting to get to know our viewers. I feel like at this point in our community, we've gotten so many new viewers and subscribers that I want to make sure that I stay as familiarized with all of the individuals that actually take the time to watch my videos. I mean, you can see right here, I am really just enjoying my time pulling up these plants. This one right here is the Fire Sticks Euphorbia, for instance. Look at how cool that is. And this plant actually can get really tall. But as far as like the new people that are actually making it to my plant shopping videos, I'm just really excited that more people are actually going into the live premiere chats and actually saying hello. So if you made it during a live premiere chat, which again, if you want to catch one, you want to make sure you are either on your phone using the YouTube app. You can also use an iPad or a computer and use your keyboard to type. I don't know if you can actually chat if you watch the videos, my YouTube videos on a, a TV screen. So just FYI on that. And you can see I love to flash the the prices. Look at how cool these grafted cactus are. I mean, I really love the different colors, the reds, the yellows, and oranges. I don't know if you guys have ever grown these types of cactus, but it's a really nice one. So again, I'm just gonna keep walking around and showing you some of these succulents and cactus. I really wanna take a little bit more time today to show you what Home Depot has to offer. They have a lot of cactus and succulents, and for those that are succulent and cactus collectors, if you can leave recommendations as well about what cactus we should all grow or what succulent you would recommend in the comment section, that would be awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you some more of these plants. We are about to enter the indoor greenhouse for all the tropical plants. I know that will be the main event, but again, with spring coming around and me feeling like I want to be a little bit more chatty today, I'm just gonna take a little bit more time. I've had a really long day at work, and like I said before, doing my plant shopping videos, making this plant content, making it a daily occurrence is really therapeutic for me. We talk about mental health and we talk about just wellness. I will say that me as a person has suffered with anxieties and also OCD. Even talking to my therapist that has helped me in the past, and I am not ashamed to even mention that I have actually sought after to get some help last year. It really has helped me ground myself by utilizing my OCD to actually be more productive, in a sense that I utilize it as more of a superpower, something that can actually focus on and actually fixate on. It's more of a positive outlet for me. So hopefully for those that have actually suffered anxieties, OCD, depression, or some type of mental health ailment, you are not alone. And hopefully these plant shopping videos can provide some relief, some grounding effects, and more importantly, a community where we can all be very supportive. And can we just talk about how supportive this community is, in the fact that whenever I ask for like plant comments or even recommendations, you guys come out there. So for all of the plant foldies that love succulents and cactus, I hope that this has brought you some more joy, because even looking at the different structures, textures has really been exciting. And you can see over here we have spring cactus. So this is not a Christmas cactus, this is a spring cactus, and it's labeled that way because spring, Thanksgiving cactus, and Christmas cactus all bloom during the time that they go through seasons. And so this particular cactus right here is actually cycled out to where they're going to actually bloom in the spring, hence the reason why it's called a spring cactus. So I'm going to finish this up right over here, and we're going to take a look at all of these plants that are going to be in the greenhouse. Plant foldies, we are now in the indoor tropical section. This is where everybody wants, this is what everybody wants to see. I already know that. So we're going to take a look at all of the Home Depot plants. So a lot of the plants are going to be larger plants, which I love about Home Depot. So if you're looking for something that's going to be more for a floor type plant, Home Depot is where it's at. And I am just walking around here showing you all of the different plants that they have. I am going to feature a lot of Vigoro plants, Nature's Way plants, and then in a separate two-part episode, I'm going to go in detail about the Proven Winners Leaf Joy plants. But for now, I'm just going to do a little quick walk around. great prices for these large Alocasia, $29.98. These are the Alocasia Californias and plant folies. I'm just going to keep walking around. Feel free to jam to the official plant foldy dance song, whatever you want to call it. This is the You're on the Beat track by DJ Bang Beats. Again, he is the official provider for the Grow Folds YouTube channel. Really thankful that he has lent his talent to create these tracks for my YouTube channel. He is working on some more tracks, so hopefully I won't have the same 5 tracks. I'll be able to get a little bit more diversity in my my tracks, but I did want to just take a little bit of time to also highlight my favorite types of planters, and we're gonna just give a little bit of a spotlight to the terracotta planters. So here's the thing about terracotta planters. If you don't use terracotta planters, I would recommend it if, number one, you want a classic look, a plant that could really just work for any terracotta planter. It is such a nice little interior design decorative pot. It is a classic pot, and you can even see here they have one that doesn't have drainage holes. It's got a different look, but it's still terracotta. Love the look of that orange pot. And you know, when you think of terracotta planters, you think of just classic. It's very synonymous to a very classy curated look. I've seen a lot of plant collections where literally every single planter was a terracotta planter. So that's a look that I like. And if you are somebody that overwaters or loves to just water your plants, using terracotta planters actually helps because it actually absorbs a lot of the moisture from your soil substrates, which means your soil dries out a little bit faster. And terracotta planters, at least for me, work well for, number one, succulents and cactus, and plants that like to stay more so on the drier side. So just a little bit of a tidbit on that. And then I'm going to take a little bit of time to just pan over and show you some of the hanging baskets on the typical Vigoro hanging basket fixture right over here. And here is the indoor tropical plant food for only $6.47. This is by Miracle Grow, and I believe that Miracle Grow fertilizers are actually really good, cost-effective, budget-friendly fertilizer that you can use. These are plant products that you can purchase that are budget-friendly. I cannot stress to you how easy it is to use these products by Miracle Grow. You can see right here they even got a leaf shine. So if you don't want to use my Plant Foldy Mist neem oil spray, you can buy some leaf shine and actually get some really nice shiny leaves. For me, I like to have my leaves to be shiny and vibrant and clean at the same time. So I like leaf shine and an Osmocote. So if you are using soil substrates, you can use Osmocote. That is a slow release fertilizer, very gentle and very effective. And then as far as Super Thrive, that is for $15.47. You might be able to find it a little bit more cost effective if you bought it on Amazon. Double check Amazon. I feel like Amazon has some really good deals, but Super Thrive is a B vitamin complex that really helps de-stress plants and really gives them that vigor. And I'm just gonna walk over here and show you the Smart Plants hanging basket fixture. So just like the Vigoro hanging baskets, we've got a bunch of succulents right over here. So I'm just gonna walk around and show you the plant IDs. Here's the thing about these plants. A lot of them are string of something. So this one right here is string of rubies, for instance. Let me know in the comment section what you think about some of these hanging baskets of succulents. Actually, for $12.98, these are really good prices. I would say if you're looking for like string of turtles, string of pearls, string of something, you can go and buy it from Smart Plants. It's an exclusive Home Depot release. They always have these hanging baskets. And, you know, as far as succulents and cactus, again, I feel like that is a specific niche, but I do believe there are some plant foldies that are just as into succulents and cactus as much as I am into Aglaonema, for instance. Like this one right here, beautiful string of pearls. This is not the variegated form, but it's still such a lovely looking hanging basket, and for $12.98, that is an amazing deal. Sometimes you'll find even the more rare and uncommon hanging baskets of succulents. So we'll see if we get lucky today. I've been getting really lucky. I mean, in the fact that I went to Lowe's the other day and I was able to find a variegated alocasia. You heard it, right? Variegated alocasia for only $7. And, you know, people are spending hundreds of dollars for like variegated alocasia. So you never know. As far as me going big box or plant shopping at big box stores, I definitely want to highlight the fact that there is an excitement about doing some you know, plant hunting, whether it's a specific uncommon plant. I mean, take a look at this right here. This is a string of bananas, $12.98. That is a really good deal. Love the texture on this particular succulent, but just plant hunting, whether it's looking for an uncommon or rare plant, or better yet, finding a sport variegated plant, like for instance, a sport variegated monstera, some type of alocasia, like the one I found the other day at Lowe's. So I'm just gonna keep walking around and showing you some of these plants. You can see right here, Smart Plants, succulent hanging baskets. I love that they have a fixture, and look at this right here. Plant find, plant find, plant find. So for those that love variegated string of hearts, look at this, $12.98. That is amazing. So I already know that some of you guys are really into variegated string of hearts, so you might want to check Home Depot. Spring 2025 is in full effect, so you need to go to a big box store. You need to go shopping. You need to go plant shopping for a variegated string of hearts. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the variegated string of hearts, but for $12.98, that is an amazing low price for sure. Now, as far as the variegated string of hearts, you definitely want to give it a lot of bright light, not full sun, but bright indirect light. And then also make sure that you are just watering it when the soil is completely dry. It prefers to be more so on the drier side. And as I walk around here, you can see that they've got a lot of other plants, and this is actually uncommon. This is a Hydra Helix. Just kidding. This is actually a wax ivy right over here. Beautiful plant. It makes me want to buy it, but I've actually bought this twice and it just has not done well for me. It's a really interesting plant considering it's basically an English ivy looking plant. It's like an imposter right here for $12.98. I really love the look of this plant. It is one of those plants that you often don't see at big box stores. I've seen it only at Home Depot, and I was really tempted to buy this plant, but again, when you've had a plant go to plant heaven multiple times, it's just a plant that I can't seem to get the hang of in terms of growing it. That's the thing about succulents. That is really the theme of today's video, is really delving into other niches of plants that we're not really comfortable growing. I want to be comfortable growing that plant, but unfortunately it is one of those challenging plants. And here we are again looking at the Vigoro plants. I'm going to show you more so the Hoyas that are available here. You can see this is another Hoya carnosa. This one is for $19.98 in a 6-inch, or is it 8-inch hanging basket. Really like the look of this as well. You can see that it's got some really nice variegation. For my Hoya heads out there, or the ones that actually collect Hoyas, are all about Hoyas, will you leave in the comment section the care tips that you would recommend for the plant foldy community? And again, plant foldies, if you have made it this far into the plant shopping video and have not pressed the thumbs up or like button, I'd really appreciate it if you could take the time to press the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. Right now, I am just going to take a little bit more time to show you some of these hanging baskets by Vigoro Plants. Vigoro Plants, again, is one of the main providers for Home Depot. So like a lot of the big box stores have their specific nurseries that provide plants. I mean, you can see right here, this is a classic golden pothos. Would recommend this for anybody that is either a seasoned veteran when it comes to growing plants or a beginner plant, especially for those that are beginning plants, their plant journey. Definitely get yourself a pothos plant. And we're just going to keep walking around looking at all of the plants that they have available here. You can see they've got a grove of Majesty palms and more plants to look at. And we are now approaching my favorite plant, and that is the Aglaonema. You can see this is a whole grove of Aglaonema Nicole's. I love the fact that Vigoro Plants, I think it's Vigoro Plants or Nature's Way, provides these large Aglaonema. They're mostly silver in green foliage. This one is the Aglaonema Nicole, and this one is for $29.98. And I did a big box or plant shopping video at Home Depot about 2 to 3 days ago, where I showed you the 3 large Aglaonemas that you can typically find at Home Depot. This is the Aglaonema Nicole. You will also see an Aglaonema Golden Bay and also an Aglaonema Silver Bay. I am actually debating on whether I should buy this Aglaonema because it's got quite a bit of plants and there's actual blooms that are about to start. So I am wanting to actually hybridize and grow some Aglaonemas myself. So I may end up getting this plant, and for $29.98, that is an extremely good plant price. So when you think about shopping, you want to always compare and contrast plants, plant pricing, just so you can get the best value for your money, you know, with things that are with the current state of the economy and things that are happening politically. We are in a midst where we might want to be a little bit more conservative about our spending, but today I'm probably just going to go ahead and buy this plant. Like I said again, I am in a legitimate plant addiction. You can see right over here, this is the other plant, the Aglaonema Silver Bay. here is a stunning Aglaonema Golden Bay. Look at how beautiful this is. So here are the nuances of this plant. Notice that it's got white stems right here, and then you can see that the middle of the leaf has a faint golden pastel yellow color. Beautiful plant. This is the Aglaonema Golden Bay. I would say it's got so much leaf interest, and all three large Aglaonema are very much low light tolerant and drought tolerant. And if you want to get some really nice large plants that are low light tolerant and drought tolerant, please go ahead and go to Home Depot, buy yourself an Aglaonema. And I'm actually going to keep picking up some more of these Aglaonemas to show you, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Like this one right here, yeah, I'm going to buy that plant again as well, and you'll see why. And I really wanted to take the time to show you this plant. So you'll notice that it's got several Aglaonema Golden Bay. It's pretty established. It looks healthy. It looks full, lush. And the price is right, $29.98. That is an amazing price for a plant that is in a 10-inch planter, that's fully established, that is easy care, low light tolerant, beautiful. And I mean, there's just so many positive adjectives for that plant. And so I am gonna get myself an Aglaonema Nicole. I'm just gonna keep looking to see if there's any other candidates. Let me know in the comment section, plant foldies. Again, as far as my Aglaonema addiction, would you also buy one? Are you more so into the more colorful pinks and red Aglaonema, or do you have a penchant as well for all of these beautiful silver foliage ones? I like all Aglaonema. I like them in different shapes and sizes and colors, and these ones right here typically are a little bit more faster growing than the more reds and pink Aglaonema. The green varieties, the more silver varieties, are definitely faster and can get larger in size. So for me, I think it's worth it. I'm gonna keep picking these up. Let me know in the comment section. Again, plant foldies, I really want that engagement if you would buy these Aglaonema. For those that are thinking about adding an Aglaonema for the first time into your plant collection, I would recommend one of these three types of Aglaonema, either the Aglaonema Nicole, the Aglaonema Silver Bay, or the Aglaonema Golden Bay. That one looks like to be a winner, so I'm going to try to figure out which one, and I'm just going to show you both of these right now. Of the two Aglaonema Nicoles, would you buy the one on the far right here? Leave that in the comments section if you would buy the right one right here. This one has quite a bit of plants already, and that's the beauty of Aglaonema. They like to produce little baby pups. Or would you buy this one that looks to be a little bit more compact? This one looks to be a little bit more mature. Would you buy the one on the left? Leave in the comment section below on which one. I really want to know y'all's input, plant foldies. You know, if you're going to go plant shopping with me, just pretend that you are just walking around and we're both looking at these plants, and then you can see which ones we're going to end up getting. I actually am thinking about getting the left one, and so I'm going to go ahead and show you the two that I'm going to choose. At the two Aglaonema I'm going to buy today, the Aglaonema Golden Bay, the Aglaonema Nicole. I am all about these easy to care for plants. And if you notice that the joy of picking up some nice and lushful plants, I am just really happy. I wasn't expecting to buy these plants, but again, sometimes you just have to break the budget and buy the plant, because I did tell myself before, whenever I was shopping at this particular Home Depot, that I would just go back and buy that Aglaonema, and then when I came back, it was no longer there. That's why I am just going to go ahead and snag these plants. You know, let me know in the comment section, plant foldies, if you would have done the same. But as far as all the plants that you're seeing, you can see that they even have some large alocasia right over here. This one is a beautiful one. I don't think I would be able to grow this indoors though, but you can see right here, $59.98. Look at those yellow stems. I love stem color, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about plant foldies is sometimes it's not always about the leaf shape or the leaf color. Sometimes it's the veining or even the stem color. So you can see right here, all of these alocasias are beautiful. I mean, look at how massive this is. This is the reason why I would dub this particular Home Depot as one of the best Home Depots in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's definitely the best one, I would say, in the North Dallas area. Again, this is in West Plano, right off of the Dallas North Tollway. I decided that I would just go further down south to go plant shopping today, and I definitely don't regret it because number one, I'm going to be getting 2 awesome Aglaonema, and number 2, I'm able to provide some more plant content that shows you some of the large foliage plants that you can get at Home Depot. Home Depot is really the big box store I would recommend to go plant shopping, especially if you're looking for like large foliage plants. Like if you're looking for something that's going to be a statement piece, I would just go ahead and browse around and look at all of these plants. Like there's a lot of different types of like bird of paradise, for instance, although that particular plant that I'm showing you right now is one that needs a lot of light. Otherwise, it's not going to do well. And that's the reason why I feel like birds of paradise, as beautiful and lush as the leaves are, it's one of those plants that becomes a little bit more challenging because most people may not necessarily have the best lighting conditions. But I am just going to go walk around again and just show you all of the other plants that are available, ranging from alocasias to different types of philodendrons to monsteras. These are all within the range of $29.98. And you know, for a 10-inch planter, that is one of those plants that you can put on your floor. So these are what you would consider floor plants. That is what I would buy. Like I would love to be able to buy this I keep saying Aglaonema. You could see where my mind is at. This is an alocasia. This is an alocasia Regal Shields. Beautiful plant. I'm going to take this down and show you. And again, I'm just going to walk around and show you what selection they have at Home Depot. Please feel free to leave some comments in the comment section about some of the plants you're also seeing. And if you haven't already, like I said before, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. I mean, you can see right there, beautiful Aglaonemas, large Aglaonemas, and we'll see what else we got over here. We've seen Pachira aquatica money tree plants. We've seen Ficus lyrata right over here, fiddle fig leaf tree. Beautiful fan. And then we've got a Ficus elastica burgundy, and these are all large foliage plants again. This particular Home Depot, I am going to say, really does have a lot of these beautiful large foliage plants. As far as the Ficus elastica burgundy, we talk about Ficus plants all the time. They definitely need a lot of bright light. Lots of bright indirect light or full sun. So like currently my Ficus elastica shivriana, for instance, is out in the south facing side of my front yard, and it gets full sun. It has acclimated in a sense that I slowly increased the lighting conditions to the point where it was on the patio. Then I would slowly bring it out for a couple hours in direct sun. And eventually it ended up just adapting to what it really wants. And that is really full sun. Ficus elastica or these rubber tree plants in Southeast Asia, like I went to the Philippines back in July last year. These plants are full-blown trees. These can get up to 25 feet tall, and they are massive, they are stunning, and they are beautiful. And the thing about it is, here's another trick. So you see how there's two stems on the Ficus burgundy right here. If you chop the top off, it'll actually promote more branching for that particular plant. And then I'm going to spin around here, and you can see that there are so many Alocasia californias. Alocasias, though, I just don't know what it is about this particular plant. Whenever you bring them indoors and you try to grow them indoors, they are just spider mite magnets. So for me, if I'm going to grow alocasias, and I am number one growing them in lechuza pond, which is a semi-hydro substrate. And then number two, higher humidity levels. And then number three, I spray them with neem oil at least once a week. And I haven't had any spider mite infestations or pests. And that's the thing about just growing plants. Know that even if you have pest preventatives, you're always going to have a risk of actually having plant pests. I would say it's inevitable that you would get a plant pest, but it's just a matter of how quickly you move with urgency to make sure that you control any potential infestations. Now over here, we've got a beautiful philodendron rojo Congo. This is a large foliage philodendron. And it's one that a lot of people will also overlook. But for me, if you have the space, kind of like the Philodendron Summer Glory, you could actually make this a statement piece plant. I would say for the more minimalistic plant styling, if you have really tall ceilings, really minimalistic process, just having a Philodendron Rojo Congo in a really nice planter is enough to really just elevate a space and really increase the classiness of a home. I know that I have way too many plants in my plant collection. And so when you think about all of the plants that we're seeing as we're going big box store plant shopping, just know that you are playing with plant sizes, textures, colors, and heights. So I'm just curious how you plant style. You will eventually see that on my plant channel, as I will do a home tour where I show you some of my furniture, my interior space, and how I organize my plants. So definitely stay tuned for that. But I do think that it's going to eventually just be on my Patreon page first. So if you are willing to pay just a little monthly monetary fee for that Patreon page, it's going to have more exclusive, more consistent content. Although I would say plant foldies, you got to give me a little bit of credit, right? Like I do daily plant shopping videos, 1 hour plus long plant shopping videos, and hopefully you're still enjoying it. So I'm just going to keep picking up plants. You can see right here, this is a combination of a neon pothos, an Aglaonema red siam, and a sansevieria all in one. These are all low light tolerant plants, and this is what I would consider a good combination of different types of plants mixed into one planter. So we're just going to keep walking, and I'm going to show you what other plants they have available at this Home Depot. Here we are panning on a bunch of crotons. So this is a croton mame. You can see that the leaf shape is different. And then we're going to be looking at some croton petras for only $19.98. And whenever you look at the fall season, all of the fall months, you will have tables and tables of crotons. Unfortunately, these plants are tropical plants, but people really just treat them as a seasonal annual. They can grow into full-blown trees. And as I pan away here, I mean, look at how many plants and large foliage plants that they have available. So we'll just keep walking around. I do believe a lot of these large foliage plants are very much so cost effective if you're looking for a statement piece. I mean, like this ponytail palm, and right next to it is a Dracaena, for instance. These are really good prices for $29.98. You don't even have to worry about growing out the plant. The plant is already fairly large as well. And you can see we've got different types of cordyline plants. This one is a Dracaena low light tolerant again, and one that I would recommend if you want a beginner, easy to care for plant. Massive 10-inch hanging basket planter. That one is for $24.98. And I was actually tempted to buy this because who doesn't have enough pothos plants, especially the golden pothos? This one is super full. And sometimes when you have hanging baskets, the very top of the hanging basket tends to get a little bit bald, but that one is super full. And then I'm going to pan around here and show you all the Vigoro plants. So we've got a Dracaena right here for $14.98. And this isn't a 6-inch planter, so you could just find like a 6-inch planter catch pot. And then over here are the juvenile forms of Aglaonema Silver Bay, $14.98. So you can see that there is a size difference. I prefer to get the large Aglaonema Silver Bay at this point if I were to buy one for $29.98 versus the 6-inch ones. But you know, this is still a pretty fast growing Aglaonema. I do believe that between the Aglaonema Silver Bay and the Aglaonema Red Siam, these are two Aglaonemas or plants that I would make synonymous to my YouTube channel. These are going to be my plant mascots, the ones that would represent my channel, just because they're commonly found at big box stores, and they are definitely my favorite type of plant to collect, which is the Aglaonema. You'll see over here we've got different types of bromeliads. This one is $18.98. And so I will continue to just pick up plants and give you just a look around these plants right here. You can see that Home Depot, it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe with plant shopping. You notice that there's no Costa Farms plants. It's mostly Vigoro plants, live transplant. I'm not live transplant, sorry. Nature's Way plants and Proven Winners Leaf Joy plants. We'll get into the Proven Winners Leaf Joy plants at another video. This is going to be a two-part series, but as you can see right here, we've got a whole sea of Hoya carnosa and other plants as well. So I'm just going to have fun showing you the ones that they have available here. And you can see that there are so many different types of plants that are available at Home Depot. They're fairly consistent. You'll see your syngoniums, your philodendron. You'll also see your polea plants. And I mean, as I pan away here, it is a late afternoon, early evening. So some of the lighting is getting a little bit darker, but I am hopefully going to be able to showcase some more of these plants. This one is a Calathea vittata, for instance, only $19.98. Beautiful plant, but it is a Calathea, meaning it's going to be a challenging plant to grow. But needless to say, it's still got some beautiful striping on its leaves. Unfortunately, that is not a plant I would recommend for a beginner. What I would recommend is the plant right next to it, which would be the Aglaonema red Siam right over here. Like I said about the Aglaonema Silver Bay, the red Siam, for instance, is the mascot for the Grow Folds plant YouTube channel, Grow Folds Plants YouTube channel. And the reason why, again, is because it is one of those plants that are easy to care for, low light tolerant, drought tolerant. And as I go and show you this and actually get ready to show you part 2 of this series, know that if you are going to go shop at Home Depot, you're going to find great value in the plant pricing. Plant shopping at Home Depot at a big box store is not bad at all. If you enjoyed today's video today, please hit the like button for this video. It definitely pushes this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. Really enjoyed just walking around and talking about the plants. And then also subscribe to my YouTube channel at GrowFold with all the notification bell on. This is Richie. I will definitely show you a new video tomorrow. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it and hopefully you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I love being able to just connect with you guys again. And if you know anybody who wants to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please share this video with others. I will see you on the next one. Bye.